Good morning, boys and girls. How are you doing? Teacher Tim here, yet again, with another video clip. And I'm doing pretty good, thank you. So, in this video clip, we are going to talk about solving word problems. Right? You remember when I taught you that a few months ago, right? But now it's pretty much the same, but it's addition to 20. Before it was addition up to 10. Now we are up to 20. Okay? So here on my right I have a word problem, and I know usually the mathematical equation is usually not very hard in these word problems. The most difficult part of word problems that both me and teacher Mike, that teaches a lot of maths for P2, P3, P4, P5, we both agree that the most difficult part of word problems is not the maths itself in the problem, but the English, the word, to understand what they want you to do. So basically, the most difficult in word problems, the hardest part of the word problems is for you to understand the English. What do you need to do? But I already said that before when I taught you word problems in addition up to 10. So this is just a repetition. So let's read the word problem. There are 8 Snickers bars. There are 8 Snickers bars. You can see Snickers bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Snickers bars. There are 6 Bounty bars. Bounty bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And then question. How many chocolate bars are there all together? So when you have a word problem like this, then you should use this method that I have taught you before. The question, what is the question? What is the given information? What is the keyword? What is the mathematical operation? What is the number sentence? And answer the question. And lastly, check the answer. Check the answer. Okay, so let's start from the beginning here. What is the question? Right, I have already prepared it. So the question is, how many chocolate bars are there all together? Same as the question here. How many chocolate bars are there all together? So that is the question. You write the question here under question. And then we have given information. What is the given information? Right. The given information is that there are 8 Snickers bars and 6 Bounty bars. You see? There are 8 Snickers bars. There are 6 Bounty bars. So that is the given information. That is the information the problem is giving you. And then we have the keyword. What is the keyword? Anyone? Right. All together. Because the question is how many chocolate bars are there all together? All together. So they want to know how many bars there are all together. And then what is the mathematical operation? Addition. It is addition. And you know what addition means? You add together, put together, plus. And then what is the number sentence? Right, it's these two numbers. 8 plus 6 equals, right, see? 8 plus 6 equals, and then we have answer the question. So Snickers 8 bars. You have Snickers 8 bars. And then Bounty, 6 bars. And then total chocolate bars, how many? 8 plus 6 is 14. Good. So we write 14 here. Good. So now we only have the last step left. And the last step is check the answer. So then the answer 14. 14 is greater, larger. You can, in mathematical terms, it's greater, but for us, it's easier if we say bigger or larger. Okay, so 14 is greater or larger or bigger than 8 and 6. 14 is greater than 8, 14 is greater than 6. So the answer is reasonable. Okay? And that is how you do word problems, how you solve them. But word problems, you do not have to do it like this. Sometimes you do not, you cannot do it like this, because in a few instances, like you noticed earlier this year, there is no keyword. So then you cannot put it in this format. So only when you have a word problem like this, then you can use this format. But I will show you some examples in the book where you do not need to put it in this format. Also, because sometimes it is not possible. Sometimes there is no keyword. So then it would be wrong to write it in this format because you have no keyword. But then it is usually a lot easier to solve because you do not need to put it in this format. But I will explain that when we go to the exercises in the book. Okay? So I hope you understood this lesson, this video clip now. So we are going to go to the book and I will explain a little bit more in the book. So open your books to page 199. Oh, sorry, no. 200, page 200. Okay? Alright, so I will see you on page 200. See you in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, here we are now on page 200 in the book. And this is exercise number 2, also a word problem. So when the word problem is like this, then you can use that method. You have the layout on page 202, so just ignore this part. So the method, the question, the given information, the keyword, the mathematical operation, number sentence, answer the question, and then we check. So you can use that format, that layout, if the question is like this, like it is over here, or as it is on page 200. Then you can use it, that's alright. But if it does not say that you have to, if it doesn't have any given format like this, then you technically you don't have to use that layout or format. Then you can just write the answer like this, if you can calculate it yourself. So Mrs. Lee has 6 pink caps. She also has 5 blue caps. 6 pink caps, 5 blue caps. How many caps does she have all together? So then you can just count how many pink caps, 6. How many blue caps, 5. 6 plus 5 equals 11. Answer, she has 11 caps all together. So when it's like this, it's easy enough to do without using this layout or this format. But if you want to, you can use it for word problems like this. Number 3, there are 9 teddy bears. There are 8 toy cars. How many toys are there all together? Again, problem like this, you can use
this format or layout if you want, but you don't have to. If you can do the calculations without putting it in that format, then that's all right, because this question, this problem does not request you to do it in this format. Although this question, this word problem, they want you to use this format. That is why the book has given you this format here. Okay? But as I said, if you want to, you can do it, because these ones, they have keywords all together. Okay, so there are 9 teddy bears and 8 toy cars. So 9 plus 8 equals how much? And we can use counting with 10. Remember that? So you take the larger number, you start with that, and then you separate the other number in order to make the first number 10. So it's easier to count. So if you divide 8 into 2 parts, one part is 1 and the other part is 7, because you only need one more in order to make 10. 9 plus 1 equals 10. So you separate 8, make it into 2 parts, one part 1 and one part 7. Then you add 9 plus 1, and that's 10. And then it's easy, 10 plus 7, 17. So 9 plus 8 equals 17. Answer, there are 17 toys altogether. So as you could see here they actually don't want you to use this format. Okay? But you can if you want. Here it is not wrong, because here you do have a keyword. Okay? Now let's go to page 201. Okay, so number 1, 2 and 3. And when it is laid out like this, the word problem is like this, then you would just complicate it if you used this format. So do not use this format when the word problem is like this, because then it is easy. Then they want you to put the numbers in the boxes. That's why they have given you these boxes. So it's not very difficult. So let's read. Chai has 14 toy cars. He gets 5 more toy cars on his birthday. How many toy cars does he have altogether? So you have plus equals So what is the given information? Chai has 14 toy cars. So first number 14. Then plus he gets means more. He gets more. So he gets 5 more toy cars plus 5 on his birthday. Question: how many toy cars does he have altogether? So 14 plus 5. What is that? Now let's use number bonds and counting on to 10. So we separate here into 2, 10 and 4. So then we do 4 plus 5 equals 4 plus 5, easy, 9, and then 10 plus 9. So very easy, 10 plus 9, everyone knows, 19. Answer: he has 19 toy cars altogether. Okay? So you see, when the book wants you to use this format, it is easy. Then you do not need to put it in this format. You're just making it more difficult if you do. Okay? So please finish 2 and 3. 2 and 3, and do 202 as well. this word problem, do that as well. And 203 as well. Oh, and 204. So you get a few pages in homework now. You get 204, 203, 202, and 201. So homework now: 201, 202, 203, and 204. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. 4 pages of homework. All right. And I do not need to explain those. Same here. This, when it's laid out like this, you do not need to use this format. You just add the given information into these boxes and then you do the equation. Same on this one. And here, yep, word problems here, same. You just put in the given information in the boxes. Okay, do you understand? Good. Alright, so that is all for this video clip. Take care, boys and girls. And yep, stop watching the video now and give the phone and your book to your parents so that they can look at the correct answers that I am going to give now, and then they can check your answers. If you have made any mistakes, they can help you correct them. Alright, good job and bye bye. I will see you in the next video clip. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, now this part is for you parents out there. So these are the correct answers to the exercises, and as you can see, the top one I wrote tiny below 14, 10 and 4. So you can divide it into 2 parts, part 1, part 2. Part 1 equals 10 because it's easier to count, to add with having one part to be 10, and then the other part is 4 because 10 and 4 is 14, and then 4 plus 5 is 9, and then 10 plus 9 is 19. To just do it quickly in the head, easy that way. And then 6 and 9, that's 15. And if you want, you can do the same thing, divide 6 into 2 parts, one part 1 because 9 plus 1 equals 10, and then one part 5. 10 plus 5 equals 15. And then the last one, 3, is 15. 8 plus 7 equals 15. But if you want to do the same thing, you divide 7 into 2 parts. One part 2 because 8 plus 2 is 10, and then one part 5 because 2 plus 5 equals 7. And then 2 plus 8 equals 10. 10 plus 5 equals 15. Okay, and then the next page. So this is really the only one where they have to use this format. So question: how many slices of pizza do they have all together? Given information: Jane has 11 slices of pizza. Suli has 8 slices of pizza. Keyword: all together. Mathematical operation: addition. And then the number sentence: 11 plus 8 equals. And then answer the question: Jane has 11 slices. Suli has 8 slices. And all together they have 19 slices. And again, if you want to use the number bonds method, so you divide 11 because that's more than 10. Divide 11 into 2 parts, one part 10 and one part 1. 1 plus 10 equals 11, and then 8 plus 1 equals 9, and then 10 plus 9 equals 19. And then lastly, check the answer. 19 is greater than 11 and 8, so the answer is reasonable. Alright, and then the next page here. She has 6 towels and she gets 5 more, so 6 plus 5 equals 11. So divide 6 into 2 parts if you want to do it that way. One part 1 and one part 5. but this time you don't add 1 to anything, you just take away 1, but remember you have to add that 1 in the total, because 5 plus 5 is 10, that's very easy, and then 10 plus 1, that one that you just took away, is 1, is 11, 10 plus 1 is 11. And then that one, 5 plus 13, here's a little bit higher number now, so now it's easier if you do that. Divide 13 into 2 parts, one part 10 and one part 3. 10 plus 3 equals 13. And then you add 5 to the 3 parts, so 5 plus 3, 8, and then 10 plus 8 is 18. Okay, and then the last page, here we have 10 plus 5, and that is very easy. 10 plus 5, 15. And then the other one is 8 plus 6. If you don't know that one, you can do that with number bonds. So you divide 6 into 2 parts. You divide into part 1 is 2 and part 2 is 4, because 8 plus 2 equals 10, and then you have 4 more, so 10 plus 4 equals 14. Alright, and that is all for this video clip. Please check your children's answers, and if they have made any mistakes, please correct them. Help them correct them. Don't just correct them. Explain what they have done wrong, and then help them understand how to solve the problem correctly. Okay, good job. So I will see you in the next clip. Take care and bye bye.